You here. The sound check has been delightful, and we're about to share a lot of your music with our audience right now. Man, what's coming up first today?
We are going to play a song called Pretenders, and this is from my album The Romantic, which came out last February, and here it goes. Other women sure can be something, but I don't wanna make a mother out of any of them, 'cause they're lit by torches on summer porches. And I would be a liar if I said that they're not gorgeous, 'cause they're tall and slender, and they're warm and tender, but they're just pretenders. And other men, they can see you shining, and if they ever wanna tell you so, well, I hope you listen, 'cause they're tall and handsome, and they're good at dancing. And if you want a little love from them, well, maybe you should have some, 'cause they've got shiny feathers and they're shit together, but they're just pretenders. Other people don't seem quite real. Something is a little off about how they feel. And they may tide us, and they may sit beside us, when we're in the cities miles away where fate may find us. When the day is ending, pull up your bedding to dream about the one you know is not pretending. Hey, thank you. Wow.
Yeah, man, that sounds great. I very much cannot wait to hear Juan's mix that's going out to the internet right now. In the room, it sounds beautiful. I cannot wait to hear the playback here, so thank you guys for doing this. So that's from The Romantic, the 2020 album, and you released a companion EP to it, Romanticize, which I know we're hearing. I won't spoil the set list, but we are hearing many songs from across your catalog. Both of those two things are happening. Can you talk about what compelled you to remix and do production work and release Romanticize as a companion EP, and some of the differences, some of the geeky differences between those two releases?
Yeah. In March 2020, I just, for completely personal reasons, decided to take 14 or 15 months off playing live shows. And so kind of while I was just, taking some me time at home, I was really missing making music with people. So doing those remixes was like, in some ways it was kind of a way to, there was a little bit of being sort of crestfallen of like releasing an album at the end of February 2020 and then just
not being able to kind of follow through with the, you sort of expect to just play a lot of shows and, be taking it across the country. And as those plans fell away, there was kind of like this like pent up weird, unfulfilled energy. And it was kind of a way almost to like transform that for myself, kind of like literally, by like sending the stems to some incredible musicians that I know. I think actually nobody that did any of the remixes, I think one of them I spoke to on the phone, but it was like all emails, which is like such a funny, it was so weird to just be like in my house for months and months, and finally I was like, okay, let's do this remix EP. And then I just sent out a few emails. And then like a few weeks later, I got these masters back of these remixes. And this next song we're going to do actually is one of the ones that there is a remix of. I don't know that I would even know how to begin to play the remix. My friends in the band Meadows, one of my favorite bands in New York, Cole and Kristen did a remix of this tune, and it's just, I mean, to me it's mind-blowing, and it's fun for me to like hear my own songs in a way where I'm not connected kind of to the arrangement process in the same way, so I can like enjoy it as an outsider as well. So yeah,
that makes a lot of sense, man. I'm glad that I asked that question. That was
Yeah.
a wonderful and eloquent response. And
thank
you.
you.
I've also taken some 15-ish months of personal time, but now we're back.
You too, huh?
Fulfilling our energies here together.
There
So
we
thank
go.
you for doing
Yeah.
it. And there's a lot more to be shared, man. What's happening second today?
This is If You Can Hear Me.
Every night you and I talk it out in my dreams. I wonder what that's supposed to signify. It isn't hard to find the words to finally say what I mean. But I awaken like a spooked flock, they fly. And maybe I sent them to your sky. If you can hear me, give me a sign, 'cause there's a receiver in your heart of mine. If you got a problem, that's what I'm here for. Wrap yourself up in my arms of yours. Oh, by the stripes of yellow light coming in through the blinds, don't our bodies look like waves in the night? Isn't there a disconnect between our mouths and our minds? 1,000 things we'd like to say but still can't quite. I just wanna tell you it's alright. If you can hear me, give me a sign, 'cause there's a receiver in your heart of mine. If you got a problem, that's what I'm here for. Wrap yourself up in my arms of yours. Said if you can hear me, give me a sign. Give me a sign, 'cause there's a receiver in your heart of mine. if you got a problem, that's what I'm here for. Wrap yourself up in my arms of yours. Said if you can hear me, give me a sign, 'cause there's a receiver in your heart of mine. Yeah. If you got a problem, that's what I'm here for. Wrap yourself up in my arms of yours.
Thanks.
Thank you. You sound so good. We've had a wonderful time on site so far. Kelsey, Signature Sounds, Backbar Productions, and Justin from Assemble, who brought all this cool stuff here. He's got a shop in Northampton and set all this stuff up.
I love this.
That goes to say that this whole community has been really welcoming to us. We feel great about Western Massachusetts. You are part of this community as well. Can you talk about some of the artists around here? We're recording with Rachel Bayman, I think, tomorrow. Maybe I know she's
yeah. She's a pal. We've written a song together. She's now a label mate. She put a record out on Signature Sounds, which is amazing. Yeah, I've always loved Western Mass. I live in Brooklyn, but it's like I seem to just kind of end up around here a lot. It's like a great place to be any and all seasons of the year. It's like great winter escape. Yeah.
Who are some of the other artists? I know I saw something about Watkins Family. We're gonna do a thing with them in Guatemala in December. I'm not sure if they even know this yet, but it's on the internet, so it's happening.
Oh, okay.
In Antigua, so that might happen. So can you talk about some of the other artists that you've been active in collaborating with?
Well, I mean, the Watkins connection is interesting. I really like Sean and Sarah. I don't know them that well personally. And I'm not ruling it out. I'm sure, life is long. It could happen. But
dude, come to Guatemala. There's still one more slot that has to get booked.
Oh, yeah, please. Let's, I would like to come. But I got just such a wonderful email in my, I think this might have been, excuse me if the last year and a half of my life is a little bit of a blur. I also think that I'm not the only person who feels this way. But I think it was some kind of like mid-pandemic email that I got that was like, hey, Sean and Sarah want to record, have recorded and mastered a song that you wrote. I wrote a song with my friend Courtney Hartman called Neighborhood Name, and they recorded this like such a cool, completely different version of it, which I love and was just like super flattered. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool to hear other people sing my songs. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I'm enjoying hearing you singing your songs. We clearly have some main stage bleed happening right now, but so it goes. We're at a festival, and we're festivaling right now, and there's more of your music to be shared right now. What are you guys going to do third today?
Well, this is kind of good timing. This would have been tough with that last song, but we're
about to get loud.
It's an interesting key difference. That's okay. I'm gonna just trust that the folks at home can't hear that too well. It's all right.
I think it will bleed through some, but you're gonna be way louder than that.
All right, cool. We're gonna do
just for the internet to know. It is very present in our ears in this room right now. But I think the recording.
Imagine
is
being in a
happier
grocery store and there's something being played on the speakers at the grocery store.
Juan is saying we're happy.
Loud.
It's bleeding, yes, but I think we're good.
We're good.
Are you guys good performance-wise, or do you want to wait until that song finishes? Because we can talk for 3 minutes if you want to.
Could be louder. Maybe let's have a chat. Maybe we have a chat for a few minutes, right?
Is that weird? Does that disrupt the flow? I mean,
No. Because also, so after the fact, when we're done being live, I'm going to cut this into 4 separate songs, so they will live separately on the internet. And if chatting about whatever for the next 3 minutes and letting this song finish is going to benefit the single song, let's do that, man. Fuck the live stream. The internet can wait, man.
It's possible. But this is somebody's set.
It is, yeah. I'm not sure who's on. Goes to Paul Revere.
Okay.
I'm I'm not sure that their next song is going to be, it's probably going to be at a similar volume. How does the key of this song impact what you're about to do right now?
It's like short to tall, bigger.
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
It's like Ivesian. It's weird.
It's Ivesian.
It'll be interesting.
This is Alex Spiegelman, by the way. On the keyboards, various wind instruments, words that I've never heard before.
Oh,
Like Ivesian.
Like Charles Ives. I made that up.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if that's.
He's coining words over
like
here.
Like Dickensian, but different.
like there's going to be a cool bitonality going on.
I mean,
great.
bitonality
Yeah.
is 2021, so
Yeah.
Exactly.
right.
Catching up.
And maybe we're finally society's caught up.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
great. We're going to really, really clearly hear what notes are
What
part
if-
of our song, and there'll be no confusion.
Right. True.
Which is useful.
What if you guys were to swap the set list? What is the key of the intended last song, and how is that Ivesian to
That
Honey?
would be A.
That's weird.
Yeah. Do you want to dive in and just see what happens?
Give it a
I
try.
think they're on the breakdown, but it's going to be great. Whatever
They'll be
happens.
back.
Yeah. I'm
But you know,
excited.
this is.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Well, I can. This next song we're gonna do is also on Romanticize. There were some remixes, as well as a couple of new songs, and this is about being at the beach. I think this single actually was released, somewhere in the maybe to the day, like a year ago, give or take 3 days or something. It was kind of the first single that came out before the EP came out. And this is just, I just think the human body is such an amazing thing. The beach is such a great place to observe the human body at rest in the water, kind of ruminate on the aquatic ape theory. Just like,
These are some top shelf vocabulary words that are happening today.
oh yeah,
Ruminate
only the finest, only the top
Bitonal.
shelf stuff for us, please, and thank you. Yeah. No, me too, man. Yeah. So this is a little love song to each and every human body on the whole planet Earth that ever was and ever will be. And it's in a pretty different key than the song going on outside, but we're gonna. Yeah. We're gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
Okay. Skeletons by the Sea. Well, the sun is beating and the haze goes on for years. In the distance, the shoreline disappears. Human skin is fuzzy as a peach, stretched on skeletons on the beach. And there's a little airplane pulling ads across the sky. Margaritas from the backpack bottle guy. I see our flesh all brown and white and black and tan, stretched on skeletons on the sand. And I love your body, everybody. I love your body, everybody. With full exposure to the salty summer air, my suit forgotten, so I'm in my underwear. So much skin, oh baby, and so little clothes, stretched on the skeletons in repose. Well, I just dried off, but I'm going in again.
my 3D goggles and a polarizing lens. Got X-ray vision, so I'm seeing through your skin to the skeleton there within. And I love your body, everybody. I love your body, everybody. Well, you can call me morbid, yeah, but I just think it's neat to think about the fact that we're all made of meat, and we're roasting in the sun like a beach day barbecue. I've got a skeleton and so do you. Oh, whether you're short or tall, big or small, wrinkled, loose or tight, we're all gathered here for kisses from the source of all the light. Yeah, we're taking sandy bites of watermelon and sipping on iced tea. All the skeletons bite the sea. I said all the skeletons bite the sea. All the skeletons bite the sea. And I love your body, everybody, everybody. I love your body, everybody. All right.
Man, how did that feel for you guys? I love that song.
Thanks.
Do you listen to the Black Pumas by any chance?
You know, so very little. I'm like behind on my music
The
listening
reason why I
in
asked
general.
that, there's a song called Colors, which was my favorite song in the world, and they did it at the Pace Studio in New York, and I instantly got the same goosebumps that I have right now, and the only other time that's happened has been it's the Wood Brothers doing Ophelia. Instant
such a great
goosebumps,
song.
and this just happened to me now, and
I know the song
I'm going to be
Colors, that's a great
listening. This
tune.
is my favorite song. I'm going to be listening to this for years, and I'm going to be proselytizing about your music to people I don't know.
Oh man, well, not only are both of you just wonderful engineers, but you're a great studio audience and just really nice people. So
Yeah,
thanks.
it's the change on when you're singing polarizing lens, and then in the next verse where you're singing we're all made out of meat, like that chord change that happens was the thing when my hairs first stood up. And then when you came in, I didn't hear you guys doing this during sound check, but that low octave when you're doing like that vocal breakdown, I hadn't heard that until just now, and my goosebumps then got goosebumps.
Oh, thanks. Well, I gotta say, I'm so grateful to be, every member of my band here is like, we're talking about top shelf singers for sure. Julia Easterlin on the bass. Sean Trishka on the drums. And that's Alex Spiegelman, of course. We've met him, but he's worth re-meeting. And that's a fun part to do that if I'm like playing solo, which happens. I don't know if it would work, but it's really, these guys they're here to support me.
There's like was that Ry Cooder album, Breakfast something?
Paradise and Lunch. That's one of my favorites.
That was what. There's so many of those low vocals that come in on that album.
Right. I dig the shit out of that record.
And so there's, in addition to what you're doing right now, you have a decent amount of dates I saw on your website between now and December, including you're going to be at Levon Helm's barn in Woodstock.
Yes.
So there's a lot of opportunities for people to see you in the Northeast between now and December. Are there any highlights in particular? I mean, Levon Did I just answer my own question? Levon's probably the highlight,
That's
right?
going to be fun. That's part of a run opening for my friends in the band Mipso.
Yeah,
I
dude,
love
we're
them.
recording them in Chattanooga in 2 weeks from now.
Oh, nice. Well, please tell them that I love each and every one of them and give them sloppy kisses on the face for me. And it's funny, you should mention about that show, because we're going to do a new song now that I recorded on a road trip that I did in June. I drove from New York to LA and made stops along the way, doing kind of like just setting up and doing sort of on-location recordings with various friends who live on this route that I made, and including a friend that's living out of a scamp trailer, and we met up with them in the middle of nowhere in the woods in Wyoming, and that was cool. But in Joshua Tree, I met up with Jacob Sharp, who's a member of Mipso, and really good pal, and he and I recorded this next song as a duet, and he's obviously not here, but he's here in spirit.
Well, you can pretend as though Paul Revere is Jacob. You're certainly going to be duetting with these fellas right now.
This isn't as bad of a key difference, I think, maybe. Yeah,
How do you feel? Do you want to chat until this wraps, or do you want to just dive in and give it a shot?
Good question. This is a pretty chill one. It's true. We do have a stage to get to. We're needed elsewhere. So maybe let's just try it and see how it goes.
Awesome.
I want to try this out. Buzz me up, but come on down. Cool. Well, this is. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be able to manage, I think. This is called Honey, and this is the brand new thing. I don't know when this will come out, but I love playing it with this band, and I'm really excited to play it for you guys. And all of you out there in internet land, thanks for listening. 1, 2. Some memories live in your spine. Some moments come unstuck in time. I see a neon sign, the color of honey. I could just make out your silhouette, and I'll take what I can get. And I took a drag from your cigarette, and I tasted honey. So buzz me up or come on down. Come to the door in your dressing gown. I don't mind you messing around, honey. I'm downstairs, honey, let me in. Let me clean off that comb again. Feels like I'm sinking in, honey. And I know that I'm destined to toil and then return back to the soil. 'Cause everything must someday spoil, except for honey. And I heard that when they got inside, they found
come on down. Come to the door in your dressing gown. I don't mind you messing around, honey. I said I'm downstairs, honey, let me in. Let me clean off that comb again. It feels like I'm sinking in, honey. Some things are better left unsung, to burn a hole in your tongue. But I'm not afraid of getting stung, honey.
Oh, come on down. Come to the door in your dressing gown. Don't mind you messing around, honey. I'm downstairs, honey, let me in. Let me clean off that comb again.
Feels like I'm sinking in, honey. Feels like I'm sinking in, honey. I think I'm sinking in, honey. Thanks.
And this has been a total delight. It's great to meet all of you. Thank you for doing this today. Have a wonderful. Is your festival set coming up right now?
410.
Wonderful. Have a
Yep.
wonderful time doing that, and come back and visit us. We're literally sleeping right there, so come hang.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll tell Mipso you said hi. We'll give them kisses right on their faces. And
Yes, please. Thank you.
Man, travel safely. Please enjoy Levon's place, and thank you for the music, man.
All right. I appreciate it.